having to be kidnapped from my home as a 15-year-old child, to be lodged in the belly of the beast. I was gifted to turn that experience into the womb of America. I was gifted because I was able to see it for what it really was. A system that was trying to make me believe that I was my ancestors' wildest nightmare. But I am my ancestors' wildest dream.
That was exonerated five-member Yusef Salaam declaring victory in the primary for Harlem's city council seat after he appeared to win by a landslide. It is a stunning moment for Salaam, who 3 decades ago was one of the 5 black teenagers who Donald Trump said should be put to death after they were falsely accused of raping a white woman in Central Park. Now, Salaam will get to be an advocate for his community, while Trump is facing 2 indictments with more than 30 counts each in federal court and in state court in New York. Karma is real. Yusef Salaam joins me now. Well, I have to start by saying congratulations to you. And I have to just, one point of personal privilege, it's just such a wonderful feeling, having gotten to know you through the newspaper, as also a teenager, only a little older than you, and going through the agonizing hell from way outside in the safety of my auntie's home, and getting to talk to you now in this situation when you are about to represent Harlem in the city council. It is a good feeling. And I wonder what that feeling is like for you.
I'm still, it's a dream. I'm still living. I'm on cloud 9. I got to tell you, the memory of everything that I've gone through is like full circle. Being able to understand that which I came through was to make sure that I was prepared for what the next journey would come, like what would come on the journey. This door that opened up, the fact that I can speak truth to power, the fact that I can carry the voices of people who have been counted out, pushed to the back, into the halls of power, my very own Harlem home. This is such a beautiful thing for me, for Harlemites. I'm still. Yeah.
I can only imagine. Well, I wonder if you had time to sort of step back and think about, what your experiences, the horrific experiences you had, but also the sort of galvanizing impact of the public rooting for you all, and fighting for you all, and so many people who never let you all be forgotten, all the way through your exoneration and subsequent cases against the city of New York. What has that taught you that you are going to then bring to the table, from all of those experiences as a representative of your community?
That's taught me that as a person who has 10 children, who many of my children, in fact, are part of the group of people who have created new language that we are all trying to understand, things like YOLO and things of that nature, right? And I remember when I first heard the term YOLO, immediately when it was explained to me, I realized that in the young person's mind, when they've seen George Floyd get murdered, Breonna Taylor get murdered, Trayvon Martin, of course, wearing a hoodie, playing your music if you're in Florida, Ramarley Graham here, Eric Gardner in Staten Island, it occurred to me that in the young person's mind, they don't believe that there's a tomorrow. And so there's a certain sense of hopelessness that we're living through. And here we are 34 years later, looking at this whole trajectory of the experience, the arc of moral justice, if you will. Here I was 15 years old and now I'm 49. And I think what I represent really is the fact that it's possible that young people can look at a person like me and say, if he was able to grow through something like that, I most definitely can get through anything. Because if you can understand the why, right? Why did I go through that? Why did I grow through that, right? I got to change that language. Why did I grow through that? I grew through it in order to understand the system from the inside out, so that when the time came, I could really be an advocate for our people, understanding really what the pain points are. As I've often said, those who have been close to the pain have to have a seat at the table. And what better way to lead than to serve our people?
Amen to that. You took the ad that Donald Trump took out against you and your brothers, and you turned it into your own ad. And he said, bring back the death penalty. What you said is that now that you've been indicted and are facing criminal charges, I do not resort to hatred, bias, or racism as you once did, even though 34 years ago you actively called for my death and the death of 4 other innocent children. I wish you no harm. That is incredible grace. And you're a gracious man. And I wonder if your brothers sort of agree with that sort of sentiment of kind of moving past it, and whether you've talked to them since you won this resounding primary victory and what they think of all of this.
I got to tell you, they are definitely, oh my goodness, this is such a proud moment. You know, I've gotten so many cheers from our group, from my Sacred Brotherhood, that it's been amazing, amazing, amazing. You know, I'm quite aware of statements like our great James Baldwin, where he said to be African American is to be African without memory and American without privilege. And so here we are, and my words really is that I have hope. I have hope that we can one day become the United States of America as opposed to the divided states of America. Hope that one day we will really be able to see equality and in fact also experience equity. You know, so much has transpired, and much of it is really to get us to believe that we were second-class citizens. You know, even when I look at the documents that founded this country, we the people, it starts. And if we just take a pregnant pause, Black and brown people, Black people in general, were not considered a whole human being. And so, you know, to have the community lift me up, to have my brothers that I experienced this with, you know, be along for the ride. They're here for all of it. They enjoy it. They love it. I mean, it is so full circle. And I got to tell you, I can't go anywhere now without someone saying, can I take a picture with you? And I love that because I represent that hope that we all need. I represent the fact that we have to begin to count on ourselves, bet on ourselves. We have to begin to also plan in 50 to 100-year cycles. Because if we plan, or we don't have a plan, if we say we're not guaranteed tomorrow and we start living in hopelessness, continue hopeless living for 5 years, you will be in a hole that you can't get out of. We have to live on purpose and with purpose and all know that we are our ancestors' wildest dreams.
That is a sermon. And the first time I got to finally meet you in person, you know what I said? Can I take a picture with you? And the next time I see you, I want to also take another picture with you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so excited for you and for Harlem and for New York and for all of us, for the culture. Yusef Salaam. Doctor, let me get it right. Dr. Yusef Salaam. Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you so much.